All right, here we go. Second game of the day, NCPA National Championships. Matty Marshall alongside Kevin Catfish Arcilla. And we're about to watch the Liberty University Flames take on the Northeastern University Huskies. Now, I don't really know who would be the favorite in this matchup because there's been some turnover for both of these teams. Liberty University had been building up their squad for the past couple years into quite the powerhouse, but a little bit of a rebuilding stage for them. We're about to watch them on your screen here and on the breakout.
Looks like an even spread like always. Liberty losing their back Dorito player off the break. That could possibly hurt them if they decide to go down to Dorito here. Looks like the
So you're looking at Liberty on your screen right now. There's Thompson for Liberty. And now on the flip side, Northeastern making moves towards the snake side of the field and getting shot out. So now Liberty moving up in that center, trying to chop up on the Dorito side.
Looks like we have some of the Northern Huskies here getting eliminated at will.
Well, bodies just dropping left and right out of their bunkers, and quite the chaotic point. It looked like the Huskies were looking pretty good, and then all of a sudden, 3 of them just died out of their bunkers, and that has just been a plague here at this event. Lots of guys losing gunfights, and it's paintball, that's gonna happen, but you don't want to see guys to die in bunches. That is the last thing you want to see if you're a coach or a fan, is you're watching your team play, and then all of a sudden 3 dudes play catch at the exact same moment, and now...
You don't catch paintballs, you gotta evade them.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's the Huskies, bam, just not tight enough in that spot, and ends up taking it directly mohawked on the top of his head, and he's like, yeah, is it a break? Yeah, it hurt for sure.
There's no shell on it.
That's one of the most painful places to get shot. And, you know, also, the clouds have moved in for Saturday's competition here, and the humidity is non-existent. Yesterday, it was 85 degrees and very, very humid as it had rained on and off throughout the day. Today, I feel like I'm in San Francisco right now. It's breezy, yeah, it's cold, it's chilly. There's clouds as far as the eye can see. And this is actually much better paintball weather than we had yesterday. It's gonna be a lot easier on the teams. And it looks like we have the 3rd member of our broadcast team, Kristen Kelly, down on the sidelines with some info for us.
Well, guys, these 2 teams played each other yesterday. Northeastern lost by 1 point, and the Huskies said the key to winning today comes down to Mike Sanders. They're relying on this guy to really push the middle hard. So if they can do that, they're hoping to get a win.
Well, it's interesting. If these guys had played yesterday, that's always a tough proposition the next day. It's good and it's bad. It's good because you've learned the other team's tendencies. It's bad because they know your tendencies. But that's fine because at that point, it's like, okay, look, you know what we're going to do? Try to stop it. And yeah, and if it was a really close matchup, like we were saying, it's tough to pick who's the favorite in this game. But that's why we play the paintball. We could sit here and talk about it all day long, but ultimately it's who's shooting who out there. And a lot of people were getting shot on that last point. But hey, yeah, but hey, Liberty had some guys left alive at the end of the complete gunfight chaos that we saw. There's guys just dying left and right out of their bunkers. Not really a lot of moves being made, just a lot of dying. And now Liberty is up 1-0 against Northeastern. Let's see if these guys can tighten it up here a little bit.
Definitely coming off wholesale. Shoot one front player, and you get a back player free.
Yeah, so the score, Liberty 1, Northeastern
bagel.
So Northeastern, bottom half of your screen, Liberty on the top right. Liberty going to be on the left-hand portion of your screen here. There's the Northeastern, sorry, on the left-hand portion of your screen. Now we're looking at Liberty's line. Look at no one on the snake side of the field at all for Liberty.
Yeah, they lost their guy going out to the snake here off the break. Looks like the Huskies are trying to make a move into the snake here, trying to seize the moment here.
Davidson walking off. And wow, Northeastern again continuing to have problems living off the break. Oh, it's a penalty. So minor penalty assessed on Northeastern. So 2 bodies will come off for that.
Oh.
Minor penalties, and there's minors and majors. Minors are signified by a yellow flag being thrown in the air by a ref, and a major is a red flag. Majors are 2 minutes, minors are 1, and minors come off if you lose the point, which it looks like the Huskies are about to do. So Liberty trying to make a statement here and go up 2 real quick.
Looks like Thompson here gonna walk the flag in. Take some time off the clock as well. I think that he should hurry up and save some of that penalty time there, but...
Well, it's a minor, so it's going to come off.
Oh, true. Exactly, what do I know?
Well, you played pro for like 35 years, so I'd hope you know a bunch. So here
After
we
35 years, Alzheimer's kicks in.
So here we go. That's on Liberty on the breakout. They lost a body. And look at this. There's that penalty. And the referee, he's like, no, man, you got to get in the box because you cheated. And your buddy's coming off too. Yep, sorry, buddy. But
Hey,
your teammate decided to play on. So unfortunately.
Yeah,
So Northeastern needs to tighten it up, Catfish.
Real tight. Get that belt tightened up.
7 minutes and 33 seconds to play in the first half. It's 2 10-minute halves. It's a little bit more of the old school X-ball style.
Liberty coming out, taking an early 2-point lead. You know, this is the Liberty that, you know, I was expecting to see yesterday.
Yeah,
Florida,
totally.
you
I
know?
agree with that. But, man, they got the brakes beat off them yesterday by the Eagles.
Oh, man. They were
Yeah,
driving
Florida Gulf
that car
Coast.
with no tires,
Yeah.
going nowhere.
No brakes.
No brakes.
Yeah, but the Florida Gulf Coast University Eagles looked amazing yesterday. Them and Cal State University Long Beach are absolutely the favorites in this tournament so far. Though Cal State is going to have to get past Texas A&M, who just dominated the University of Connecticut Huskies.
This is true.
And look great doing it. And though, you know, they have 5 bodies, and because it's a much more paintball friendly day than it was yesterday. I mean, when it's 80 or plus out and super humid, it's really hard to get a lot of reps in and play at your best the entire time. Whereas when you're looking at a day like today, when, you know, it's overcast, the sun isn't beating down you, and, you know, not only destroying your body and your stamina, but also your paintballs too. Paintballs are very sensitive to changes in weather, and this is perfect weather for paintball right now.
Perfect.
Anytime it would be like this and we'd show up at the field, even if it was like, oh, okay, it might rain, I'd still take that over massive amounts of humidity and lots of sun. Here we go on the breakout. Looking at Northeastern right now, doubling up that back center, heavy guns up, trying to get out towards that Dorito side now. Liberty's lineup, most of their players in the blue section of the field, safe, conservative breakout for both teams. A little bit better field position though. Well, actually, yeah, a little bit better field position for Northeastern because they are a little bit wider on that Dorito side and then wrapping around on that side. Just look at that back corner bunker on the far side of the field in that blue bunker. See how it's wrapping around towards the netting? If he's going to stay out on that angle because the wider you get, the better your angles are.
The more angles you're going to get as well. Up, looks like we got a Husky coming off.
And that spot is immediately going to get filled. So another gunfight lost.
You know, they just need to tighten it up, like you said earlier, you know, getting sloppy.
And that's a tough spot. It's not a really big bunker to gunfight out of there.
He decides to follow his teammate off the field as well. Looks like we got a Liberty player walking off the back there. We got another Liberty player coming off as well. We got the Huskies taking command of the center box here.
Well, the Huskies had lost 2 guys, but they're still there up in the center doing work. I was saying he was trying to do work as Mike Sanders gets shot trying to play aggressive up in the middle.
Way to jinx him.
Looks like he might have got a kill out of it, though.
Yeah.
Only 2 Liberty players remaining.
On 2 Husky players, it looks like.
Yeah, and the 2 players for the Huskies, they're on completely on the Dorito side, way far back blue bunker, and then right at the 50-yard line. So the back player for Northeastern really needs to get himself in a better position to support his front players really far. He's about as far back from as he possibly can be right now.
Definitely needs to open up the field, you know, contribute some angles here.
Yeah, so 2-on-2 situation, but though there's a lot more ground being taken up by the Huskies, the crossfield spread's better for Liberty.
The Huskies player heard me and decided to come to the middle tempo here.
Yeah, so he's on your screen right now. He's going to continue to spread the field out, trying to get all the way to the snake side. No one shot at him yet. And then now finally he gets picked up, cross-field by the top player on the top portion of your screen there.
Crossed up. Looks like the Husky player coming into the 50 Dorito.
Yeah, so
trying to find his angles.
And there's Bleisner for Liberty. And Mike Sanders was able to get all the way over from the Dorito side all the way to the snake side and spread that field. That's a really good move. Let's see if he can do something with it. Big point for Northeastern right now. If they lose this, they're going to go down 3. And if they win this, we have ourselves a 1-point game here. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Tight positions for Liberty. Look at this, just zoned up. Look at this gunfight right here that we're about to watch. You can see that angle. That was a great shot of that gunfight that's going down. And that gunfight, though, is allowing Sanders to make his move here into the 50-yard line snake. So now Northeastern, they're in both the 50-yard line structures on opposite sides of the field, 50 snake and 50 Dorito. And look at this play developing here. Sanders making his way down, trying to get a shot. Actually, that's Hunton
I believe so.
for Northeastern.
William. Waiting for Liberty player to come bunker him, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Finding
Hunton.
that angle.
So yeah, so Northeastern in really good field position and really good move by Hunton. Actually, here was not Sanders, it's Hunton. So he was able to make the move all the way cross field, get into this 50-yard line snake.
Picking up the
laying
paintballs
down.
off the ground.
Oh, it looks like, did Bleisner just get shot? Yeah, I think Bleisner just took one. No, it broke
clean.
off the bunker. So look at this gunfight.
Hunton picking up berries off the
Look,
ground.
I mean, it's so tight. It's such a tough spot to be in if you're Bleisner getting shot at by Kyle Morgan. So Northeastern has Kyle Morgan in the 50-yard line. Dorito, he's trying to get a shot on Bleisner right there. Bleisner on your screen, bottom right-hand portion, locked into that gunfight.
Oh, man. Hunton is just picking up paintballs off the ground right now.
Oh, God, I hate to see that.
Yeah, just picking berries off the ground right now.
Is this
that
one right?
one looks good.
Is this one
No,
right?
that one has a dimple
Well,
in it.
and
no.
that you do not want to pick paintballs
Yeah.
up off the ground in Florida. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. This is not the state you want to
Yeah.
run out of paint in
He
because
is looking under the bunkers. Look at him. I love this.
because any paint that's out there from yesterday is completely terrible. I mean, you're just basically putting.
Take a
You might as well
peek.
put gummy bears
There's
in
a
your gun and
paintball
try to
there.
shoot those.
Wait, that one's dirty.
Yeah, he's like, okay, look at
Let
this
me
one.
see. Yeah, that
Wipe
one
the
has
dirt off. That
dimple.
okay, that one's the size of a golf
Yeah.
ball. That's not going to work.
Yeah. Oh, I like this
Ooh,
color.
okay, there's barely any grass and dirt on this one. And then they're like polishing it like
Yeah.
they would a gem. Get a little rub on your shirt.
Yeah.
I know we've all done
Yeah,
that before.
definitely.
But you do not want to put yourself in that position. I hate it when I see guys run out of paint because if you load your last loader, if I load my last loader, I'm not shooting at you unless I think I can kill
Yeah,
you.
exactly. I refuse to pick up a paintball off the
So
ground.
he's-
That's desperate needs right there.
Yeah,
right?
well, he's a desperate.
Yeah.
Hey, desperate
times.
situations.
Yeah.
So now locked into this very long point, 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain. This is a huge swing
Oh, man,
point,
here
though.
it comes.
And here he comes. He's
Back
going to run him
massage.
down, and he's able to get the shot on him, thus making it a one-on-one. So one-on-one situation on the Dorito side.
man.
Let's see who wins this gunfight and wins the point for their team. The hopes of these two teams to stay alive in this tournament rest on the shoulders of the two guys left on the field right now.
Oh, Cyclops.
And Liberty dropping the ball. And nice job by Kyle Morgan. Kyle Morgan, man, hell of a point by him. And he's going to sprint it in. And now we got ourselves a one-point match. So Kyle Morgan putting the team on his back right there. That was
Everyone,
yeah.
jump on.
But that was it. But Hunton had a great move too. With the balls he picked up off the ground.
Someone get him some clean paintballs over there.
Yeah.
Stat.
Can I get some grass and dirt-free
Yeah.
paintballs for this next point, please?
You know, this one has a little bit of this grass, and I don't know if it's going to work for me. That was just great. Gotta love that determination. I'm going to pick this one.
Hey, make it work no matter what. So
Yeah.
here it is, Hunton on the rundown. Look at that, kept his eyes up the whole time, making sure that no shots were on down cross field. And then Kyle Morgan, look at Kyle Morgan win this one-on-one right here. Bam, gets a shot in on Liberty University.
Oh.
And just owned him right there in that gunfight. So real close, crisp snap shooting battle right there, won by Kyle Morgan. And that's what he was looking at. See, this is why you don't want to pick paintballs up off the ground.
Yeah, right there, that jumbled mess.
Well, you can tell the ones from yesterday and the ones from today.
Yeah.
Drastic difference.
Definitely. You think Hunton was thinking, please leave the barrel, please leave the barrel, as he's running the bunker, that guy, please leave the barrel.
Well, first he was thinking, please don't be shooting at me cross
Yeah.
field. And then finally got those shots in on him. So, wow,
Please
that was a
break.
tense point right there.
Please break, please break.
Just under 2 minutes to play. And we have ourselves a one-point match, 2-1. But Liberty still with a slight advantage here. About 40 seconds to go before the start of this next point. So let's get another shot here. I want to see this replay. The worst position to be in is when you're playing in Florida and you're trying to pick paintballs up off the ground. He's like, that one's not going to work.
That
one's not going to work. He's almost doing it by touch, too,
Yeah.
because he's trying to look still at the lane cross field.
That was great.
Hey, it worked, though.
It did.
I got my hats off to Hunton.
Imagine if he had gloves on, he'd have to take them off. feel the dimples.
Yeah.
Paintball by Brell.
Well, don't be perfect, be clutch, right?
Yeah, don't be perfect, be clutch. Like they say, it's better to be lucky any day than be good sometimes.
Yeah, I'd rather be lucky than good any day. It's a 20-year-old cliche in the paintball world. So here we go on the breakout, looking at Liberty University, and it looks like they have 5 players left alive. The referee's scouring 1 player for hits, and no, he's clean.
Good.
So, and then another referee's going to get out there and scour the back center player. You can see there on the right-hand portion of your screen, giving him the thrice over, and it looks like he's clean. He's got the safe call from him.
And the sideways chop.
So now 5 players for Liberty, and it looks like 5 bodies alive for Northeastern as well. But better field position for Northeastern over here on the Snake side because they're out wide, but no, then Liberty counters immediately and gets into Snake 2.
Sliding right in.
Yeah, right there on your screen. Liberty University in good field position on the Snake side of the field.
Snake player needs to listen to his coach at this point. It looks like he wants to shoot down the tape and gun battle that back Snake guy.
So Jeremy Miller, bottom portion of your screen there, in for Liberty, and now we're looking at Northeastern spread. Real good cross-field spread, and now move being made. Interesting way to get into Snake 2. And
Josh Roberts getting shot as he's trying to make the move into Snake.
yeah,
for the
that was
Huskies.
it. That's not, I mean, you could see he looked up at his coach right away, but he didn't even come close. He got shot 5 times trying to get into that Snake.
5 times. Cinco in Spanish.
Yeah, what that means is it wasn't close, man.
That means your coach didn't see that guy sitting over there. Looks like we got the Liberty guys kicking out to the Dorito, trying to support his guy in there, get him to move up a little bit. And we got some action in the Snake. We got action.
Jeremy Miller making his move into the 50-yard line center structure here.
Now here's the Miller we were told that was going to come in here and dominate the Snake yesterday. But dominating today will be, you know, good as well.
Yeah, and actually I think that's Davidson with Miller's hopper on. So we have the hopper numbers, and now Liberty losing another body. No, that was Northeastern trying to on the run through. He got chopped up. So Davidson in the Snake for Liberty, and they are going to concede. Looks like Northeastern's going to concede the point. No, that's the end of the first half. So end of the first half. So the teams, Northeastern, trying to make something happen there at the last second of the first half, not able to do it. So Liberty will advance with a slight 1-point lead into the second half. And it's, you know, these guys already played each other. It was a 1-point game. We got another 1-point game here. So this is kind of what we thought we were going to see. 2 evenly matched squads throwing down, fighting for the chance to advance in this tournament. The winner of this game is going to take on one of the favorites in this tournament, Florida Gulf Coast University Eagles, who played Liberty already. And Catfish, you called that game. Could you just break that game down a little bit for me?
Yeah, man, it was just a Muppet caning. I don't know what else to tell you.
Well,
it was bad. It's a Liberty team I've never seen before.
Yeah, well, it was 15-1. So if Liberty does fight for the chance and earn it to go play against the Eagles again, they're going to need to step up their level of game. And it looks like we have Kristen. She's down with Northeastern.
All right, I'm with Josh here. Josh, 1-point game here, just like yesterday. What needs to happen on your end?
You know what, I think we need to be a little bit more aggressive. You know, we're getting to our primary bunkers, and we're just playing a little bit loose. We're not really pushing it that hard, and we're just getting clipped out, you know, just playing too loose. So I think we got to get a little bit more aggressive, get up the field, and I think we'll see some better shots, and we'll be able to make some more kills and get some points.
Where's your heads at this point?
I mean, I think we're all feeling pretty good. You know, spirits are high. We're only down 1 point, obviously. So I think, again, we just got to get aggressive. That's how we're going to get points. That's how we're going to win this game.
All right, back to you guys.
That was a pretty accurate assessment. Yeah. That is what they need to do. They need to play more aggressive. It's been close, though. This is such a close game that, you know, I think Northeastern has played relatively, well, they're not playing aggressive, but they're not playing stupid. It's just one of those situations where you have 2 evenly matched teams. So, but you want to be the first to go.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
have, you know, if you watched a lot of the webcasts, if you watch our PSP webcasts, you hear us say this all the time, but, you know, paintball is a complex game, but also it's really a game of you trying to exert your will on a team who's trying to do the same thing to you, and that at the highest level is really what it's all about. I'm going to go try to exert my will on you. I'm going to be trying to make moves before you make moves, and then because you want to be the one making the moves and then having the team, the opposing team, adjust to what it is you're doing. You're dictating the pace of the match.
It's a real estate game. The person with the most real estate on the field is going to win.
Yeah, so we're going to see here the conclusion. Second half coming at you. Liberty up 1 over Northeastern. We'll be right back.
Hey student athletes, welcome to the FCR section of RazaLife.com. The FCR is the premier competition paintball jersey of the National Collegiate Paintball Association. The FCR is the only jersey designed specifically to meet the stipulations of the NCPA. Features of the FCR include newly designed full-length venting panels to help cool your body faster and wick away moisture. The upper arm and shoulder panels properly display jersey numbers and the required NCPA logo. The front, back, hip, and chest panels offer a nice canvas to display and represent your school insignia. Like all Raza brand jerseys, the FCR is made in the USA of 100% moisture-wicking antimicrobial lightweight polyester. Are you looking for a simple order process and fast turnaround time? The FCR also has its own semi-custom option. Begin with our Raza University of Get Some jersey. The basic design of the jersey will remain the same, but the semi-custom option allows you to change the colors and add your official school logos on the front and side panels. You can also add sponsor logos to the front and chest panels. Here's an example of a semi-custom FCR. Golden State University has applied its school colors of black and yellow with gray accents and piping. Also, the Golden State University logo has been placed on the front and side panels. For teams that desire their own 100% unique jersey, Raza also offers a fully custom designed FCR. Download our templates and design your own, or work directly with our designers to create the perfect jersey to represent your school in NCPA competition. Be sure to check out all of our full galleries of semi-custom and fully custom paintball jerseys. Thank you for visiting RazaLife.com.
And we are back here, second half of this Liberty University Northeastern University matchup about to go down. And so we're going to throw 10 more minutes on the clock here and see what these guys have to bring to the table here in the second half. Catfish, who do you like so far? I'm kind of leaning, I think, towards Liberty. I know they're up by 1 right now, still really close matchup, but you know, it's too close to call for me, honestly. What do you think?
You know, it's like you said, it's too close to call. I mean, the Huskies are playing well, you know, and like they say, they just need to tighten it up, and the game's there, you know. They're not down by a lot. So, but I mean, Liberty's been here before, you know. They got something to prove, you know. They want to get back on the Eagles, I believe.
Yeah, if I want I want to get to that game and be like, okay, no, we got beat really bad by them, but let's get to that matchup again and get another second chance at the Eagles. And but before we start the second half, let's check in with Kristen.
Penalties were really hurting Liberty yesterday. They said that if they can keep them down, they're confident they can seal the deal again. And they said they're playing tighter paintball. I set you up there, Catfish.
Tight. Speaking of tight, those some tight-eye pants there.
So here we go, second half, 1-2, very close game. And so far here, Liberty, they have a pretty tight lineup. 5 players alive for them as they switch sides. Liberty now on the left-hand side, and now we're looking at Northeastern way up there in that center as that aggressive move. Finally, like Northeastern was saying, play more aggressive, and they choose the safest route to play aggressive, which is up the center.
Looks like Thompson coming off the field for Liberty. We got another Liberty back player coming off. Looks like the Huskies are going to take that advantage and come down the Dorito side and open up some more angles for some side shots here.
Well, let's see. Every time they send someone up to that center, people are chopping towards the Dorito side, and I think that maybe putting a gun towards the snake side, might be a little bit better, because look what happened. Now Liberty able to get Davidson into the second notch over here on the snake side, that orange section of the snake, whereas now, and then he gets a shot right on that center 50.
Oh.
So, so that's what I'm talking about. If you're going to go up, when you go up to there, it's kind of tough. You have to commit one way or another. It depends on the layout, but I would commit snake side. I keep seeing guys go up to that center trying to shut down the Doritos.
But look at this. This is going to be great. Oh, I thought he wasn't going to see it. The snake guy. Back massage. Thank you.
So he had completely turned around.
Turned around for that back massage. He was like, okay, I'm not going to chicken wing on camera.
Well,
just give it to me.
Yeah, just
I
give
don't want
it
a chicken wing.
I'll take the pain.
Yeah.
So Northeastern is now going to tie this game up here 2 apiece, as long as that flag hang is clean. So Baldassare hanging the flag.
Looks like we
for
get
the
the
Huskies.
signal, and we're good. And
So-
all of a sudden, it's a game.
Yeah, all of a sudden we got a game. So here we go. Let's check out this replay. Poor Davidson, last player in the snake.
All right,
and
go
he's
ahead,
like,
shoot me
okay,
in
I'm
the
going to
back.
load.
Yeah, shoot me in the
I don't
back.
know. Yeah, he just gave him his back. And they get run down by the Huskies. So, and the frustration, you can see the frustration on Davidson. I mean, he did what he needed to do, and he got in the snake, but then everyone around him died. And that's it. I mean, at that point, that's when you hope you have like some sort of shield you can throw over as you're about to get shot to
Please
pieces.
don't see me. Please don't see me. Please don't see me.
Yeah, so Liberty throws that one away, gives it to Northeastern. And Davidson had got in there and killed the thorn in their side of the Northeastern player that made it all the way up in the center. And we're going to be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. All right, all tied up at 2 apiece. 8 minutes and 7 seconds remain. Liberty taking on Northeastern. Seesaw battle back and forth. Still too close to call. I don't know who's going to win this game, man. Every time I think Liberty's looking good, they blow it, and then Northeastern look good and they blow it. So, you know, both these teams are very evenly matched, and, you know, we still have 8 minutes of this second half to play.
Looks like we got the Huskies coming on here. I think they have their starting 5 here. 9.
Yeah, coming in here, 7 seconds to play. We've seen a lot of false starts in this event.
A ton.
So Liberty on the left-hand side of your screen, on your screen right now, breaking out. And now they push up the center pretty aggressive, doubling up that back center and try to get as many guns up as possible, see if they can kill anyone for Northeastern. No, Liberty not able to get any shots in on Northeastern. They have 5 strong still.
And Liberty player coming off, I guess he caught a paintball.
Yeah, so Liberty with 4 bodies, now just 3 as they lose both of those back center players. And now
the snake comes Miller.
So it's Miller actually wearing his coach's jersey, wearing their coach number 22, Davidson. And so Miller into the snake. And let's see if he can do some sort of get some production out of there. Northeastern
into the snake as
well.
Northeastern
also mirror that move into the snake.
Thompson coming out here. Looks like we got a 4-on-2 here with in favor of the Huskies. We got Roberts moving up in the snake for the Huskies.
I feel really bad for Miller because he keeps consistently getting into this spot, then everyone behind him dies. And I think he just died too.
I think, let's see, let him make the call.
Yeah, the referee in there calling him out.
Roberts just doing work in the snake for the Huskies here, trying to get that shot. He needs to come out wide, like he heard me.
So Northeastern now stepping up, and Roberts streaking down the snake side of the field, getting that last kill.
Shoulder massage.
Yeah, so Roberts going to go and grab the flag and run it in, and they are going to go up by 1 here, as long as the hang is clean. 6 minutes, probably about 30 seconds or so, and he finally jaunts over and hangs the flag, making sure he's clean.
Yeah.
You don't want to hang it dirty. If you hang, that's why you always double check.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure, then give it to your buddy. Yep, that's exactly what he did.
Give me that. Go check yourself over there on the side.
So the referee is going to give him
the once-over.
Yeah, he's going to make him do the dance, and he's thumbs up on the hang. So Northeastern 3, Liberty 2, and yeah, 6 minutes and 28 seconds to go in this second half. And next up after this, we have the Florida Atlantic University Owls taking on West Point Black Knights. And the one game we watched West Point play yesterday, didn't really see too much out of them. So they're going to need to step it up out there. So Catfish, if you were Liberty right now, what would you be saying to the guys if you're the coach for that team?
We got to get in the snake, get them side shots right now. You know, looks like the running up the middle thing's not quite working for us. So let's put a little bit more pressure in the snake.
But they're running up the center, and if you're going to run all the way up in the center, I don't know why people keep committing their guns to this Dorito side of the field. There's not a lot of action that's been going. I mean, yes, some teams have been playing better than others and playing more aggressive, utilizing what you can do over there on that Dorito side. However, most of the action and most of the best moves that we've seen have come on this snake side of the field. So knowing that, if you've watched any games out there this weekend and played, obviously you guys have been playing out there, that's something you need to understand and say, okay, well, if we're going to commit a player all the way up to the center, maybe we should have his gun towards the snake side because that's where most of the action is flowing through.
That'd be a great idea.
Yeah, so but we don't see that. We keep getting guys are going up the center, and they're making it up there alive, which I don't know why more teams aren't utilizing that center because we're not seeing a ton of guys get shot off the break. We're seeing guys get shot once they get up there. But, you know, that's the type of strategic moves that you need to make to try to give yourself the best chance to win. And it looks like with Kristen down the sidelines with a little bit more info for us. What's going on down there?
I'm trying to stay warm out here, guys. This is Florida, what?
Us too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was just talking to Liberty, and you were asking what coach was saying to them. Not about getting on the snake, but they're talking about stop going out wide off the brakes. So they're going to try to avoid doing that right off the brakes. All right, guys, I don't know if that'll work, but we'll see.
Hey, and we got the breakout here. Looks like we got a Husky walking off. And I think Liberty heard us here. They got Miller into the snake off the break. Looks like Miller just doing work, chopping up the middle. That looks like that was Sanders coming off for Northwestern, getting pack shot here. Looks like we got Miller still posted up, trying to get that side shot on the Doritos here. As we got the Huskies filling out the back snake. We need to get Miller up here, Coach. Let's move him up, huh?
Yeah, and Northeastern still no one in the snake for them. They have spread the field out. They have a good cross-field spread right now.
Definitely looks like Liberty's in control here. We got the, you know, they're just all guns on the Dorito. For some reason, they feel that the Dorito is a big problem for them.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't. I think they need to start getting Miller some, you know, get him to go to work. His job in Snake is to turn guns and get a kill or two. Unfortunately, he's not doing that right now.
Well, the thing is like, okay, well, what's stopping him? Okay, there we go. Finally, now the move is being made. That's always the question. It's like, what's stopping you?
The coach. The coach not telling him to go is stopping him right now.
And so that's the thing. If you're in a position and no one's shooting at you, and okay, yeah, if the game plan is for you to shoot cross field, then, you know, make sure you're participating in the game plan. But if you're the front guy in the Snake side, what your real job is to get as far down the field as you possibly can.
Your job is to be the thorn.
Yeah.
The thorn. Poking them in the side where they're just like, hey, what's over here? We got to take care of that.
You're the bowling ball, okay? And you have to go as far forward as you possibly can.
Real estate, baby. You got to take up real estate.
So now, looking cross-field shot there for Northeastern, and they're stuck in those back bunkers, and here comes the push. All the players now for Liberty are in at least into that orange section of the field. They're taking real estate.
Miller needs to bump up now. I mean, there's no one stopping him from bumping up here. Bump.
Yeah, there's really nothing stopping him. And, you know, they're losing. Liberty is losing this game right now. So I can understand him wanting to be methodical.
I'm going to will the bump thought into his mind right now. Come on. Do it. Looks like we're checking a Husky there on the Dorito side. What do you say, ref? What do you say? Looks like he's clean.
Well, we're coming down on 4 minutes left to go in this matchup. And Miller just wraps around and gets shot out of that really important spot.
Should have slid into the next spot.
See, that's the thing. Well, exactly. What was stopping him from coming down low and crawling around as low as he possibly could go, and then he'd have a shot cross field on Northeastern's Dorito 1.
Now it's looks like we got a 4-on-3. Husky players just tightening it up. Cross shots here.
Well, Liberty still has 4 bodies alive, and they have a player in the 40-yard line Dorito, so they have some aggressive spots still.
Yeah.
They're pretty far up in the center, but they don't have anyone in the Snake, and what that's going to do is that takes a lot of pressure. If you don't have to worry about anybody being in the Snake, oh man, it's a breath of fresh air when you're in your bunker. You can play a little bit, I'm not saying loose because you want to play smart, but it does give you a little bit room to work in your bunker, and you can lock into those gunfights a little bit easier when you don't have to worry about somebody in the Snake.
Oh,
there we go.
Man.
Nice job, Liberty, all the way past the 50-yard line. Perfect. That's what needed to happen.
Definitely in the haps, and got Bowman in there.
Oh, and now look what happens. All the guns now go to him.
It's
so
a
now,
thorn.
Yeah, exactly. So all the guns are now tied up on him, and now the 50-yard line or the 45-yard line Dorito for Liberty. There he goes, finally making the move. Nice job. That's exactly what needed to happen. So now 2 players storming down the Dorito side of the field for Liberty. They're in really good positions, and now they're starting to pick players out.
Oh, here comes some action on Dorito. Nope.
Oh, did he get both? Oh my God,
he got both of them. Wow. Is he still alive?
He got both of them. No. I thought he just traded out with the first one.
Is it a one-on-one here?
Yeah, it's a one-on-one.
Oh, two-on-one.
Yeah, 2-on-1 situation. So Liberty's still in a good position to try to tie this up here.
We need Bowman here to jump into the next position of the Snake.
Only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Oh, but Liberty's picking up paintballs too.
Oh, man.
Carry more paint out. Carry more paint out.
A blade of grass on that, please.
And don't shoot your hopper dry, man. If you
Ro
load your last
Bowman's
pod,
gun is down too. This is great. Oh wait, got it back up. A little quick CPR, get it back up.
Well, as time is starting to tick off here, we could go to sudden death overtime because Liberty is in the driver's seat right here with 2 players on 1. And Northeastern, all he really has to do is just dig in and just protect that flag. You know, the object of the game, you have to take that flag that's in the center of the field and hang it on your opponent's flag station. So it's not just about shooting everybody on the field.
Something. Here we go. Look like we got Liberty player
spreading out, spreading wide, trying to get out.
Burns
over on the Dorito side. He's able to do it.
Let's go, Burns. Come on.
Minute and 30. Tense moments here. Closing seconds of this game.
We got Bowman trying to get some action. Here we go. There he comes.
Let's see if he can just trade out. All he needs to do is just trade out with this last Northeastern player. That's all he needs to do. That's all he needs to do is just trade out, and he'll still have 1 player left alive. They'll tie it up. They're locked in this vicious gunfight right here.
Burns getting that angle. Oh.
And that's all he needed to do is just trade out. No, he shot him clean.
No, did. Whoa.
So what are we going to be working with here? About a minute left to go, and it's tied up. What a great game.
Get it done.
That was good. That's all he needed to do. Just tie the guy up. Let's get a check at this replay here. Let's check it out. So last player left alive for Northeastern. It's Hunton again, who's been playing pretty good for Northeastern, and he's locked into this gunfight. But Liberty's just, this is, wow, look at these guys. Back and forth, jousting, locked in these snap shooting battles. And then they finally trade out here after about a half a dozen or so exchanges.
No, he didn't trade out.
Yeah, you're right. And so Hunton got shot out of there. And great job by Liberty. And you could also see Liberty was pushing up that Dorito side as they were locked into that snap shooting battle. Liberty, Burns was moving up down the Dorito side, which is exactly what he needed to do. So Liberty closing the door on that point, very smart, doing exactly what they needed to do, getting it done, and they tie it up at 3 apiece. So that was some good paintball right there. Let's see if they can take that into this next point. See, but with a minute left, it's all going to come down to the breakout. You know, a fast point, minute-long point really only happens when you can drop. There's two ways you can do it. Either you take a ton of ground and then get some quick kills, or either you get a couple quick kills, or you shoot a bunch of players off the break. So that's the magic ticket there to try to speed things up if you're trying to play a point. So you go heavy guns off the break and then run a couple guys maybe up the center, start shooting out to the outside and try to contain them because they're potentially going to do the same thing. Go heavy guns, try to send some guys out. So it's going to be that quick joust at the start of this next point. Speaking of joust, looking at that replay again, these guys just locked into a classic paintball battle right there, inches from each other.
I don't know. If I'm Liberty, I'm sending Miller straight to the snake off the break. Get there and be that thorn. You know, get there, do your job. You know, turn guns so that everyone else can, you know, do their job.
Yeah, so it looks like timeout is called on the field. That's pretty smart. You know, give yourself a little bit of time to put together a play here.
Breather.
And, yeah, a little breather from that long point. It was a very long point, so you want to put probably maybe the same squad out that you had before. And while we got this timeout, let's check out what Kristen's got for us.
Aaron Thompson is quite the leader down here in the Liberty pit. He's just cheering his team up, getting them pumped up. He said, we've gotten points before in 27 seconds. We can do this, guys. We can make this happen.
Well, you need those motivators in there for sure. Always such a big part of pumping a team up is getting a couple guys that are real spirited and charismatic. And as we are on this timeout, we're going to be right back after these commercial messages. So the big question right now is, what sort of breakout are these two teams going to display for us here with just a minute remaining in the second half? Both these teams have 3 points, and the only way you can really score quick points in the game of paintball is to try to shoot players off the break and then aggressively push down the field. You can also just go full court, hardcore, just run and gun, run stunts. Yeah, you can ride or die too, but that's the tough way to do it. You normally only want to do that if you need to score a couple of points. Just Liberty just get a bad start? No, I think it looked like they might have.
That's what I'm talking about, Liberty. Get in the game.
Yeah, so quick moves up the center for Liberty.
Get in the snake, Miller. Let's go.
Northeastern with a much more conservative breakout than Liberty. Liberty trying to win this game here. Northeastern went heavy guns off the break. They did send a player up into the center to the orange stand-up temple, and this is what I'm talking about. Liberty finally sends a guy up, and what does he do? Shoots towards the snake side, but he loses his gunfight. Yeah, he loses his gunfight. Cat plays a little catch in there.
Let's go, Miller. Come on.
Only 23 seconds to go. I don't think these teams are going to have enough time. Not enough bodies have died right here, and moves are being made.
Roberts into the snake.
Yeah, for Northeastern.
Oh, Miller just getting blazed away there.
But still, not enough time.
Not enough time.
So we are going to head to sudden death overtime.
Wait a minute. Not enough time.
But Northeastern streaking down the field.
Oh, leg massages. Looks like we're going into overtime.
Clock stopped at 9 seconds.
Whoa.
So it looks like we had a technical issue with the clock. The clock had stopped at 9 seconds, but apparently time had still ticked off. So regardless, there wasn't really enough time. I'll give it to Northeastern. They were starting to push
Yeah, they were.
up the field. They wanted to try to get this victory at the last seconds, but I don't think they were going to have enough time. They were still looking at 3 Liberty players, 3 bodies left alive for Liberty.
I foresee a long point coming up next. Look at that guy. Dome piece.
Well, he's not lacking in the hair department, that's for sure.
He has that something about married look going on
Good
there.
to go, yeah. All right, so we're in the pits for the Huskies, and it looks like Kristen is with Cameron on the sidelines. What's up down there?
I'm with Aaron here at Liberty and heading into overtime. What's your strategy off the break?
Well, we want to take it to them. We want to go aggressive. We want to play smart, of course, but we really need to take it to them because we need this point. We can do it. We've been known to play aggressive Liberty paintball, and we want to show that today. We're not going home. We're not.
All right, we'll see you guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Tie-Dye.
Well, they definitely want it. You know, you can tell that they have the right mindset out there. And they have been a pretty aggressive team over the years. They had that Nick Tossi kid who was really good for a long time in the Snake, one of the best Snake players in college paintball. Not playing for the team anymore, though. So
I hear he's actually going to make a return visit to them next year, is what
really?
I'm hearing. Yeah, from their, I talked to the coach yesterday.
What did he say? How come he's not playing?
I think he's concentrating more on his studies. He's I don't want to say it because I don't know it, but from what I know, which is a nurse, I'm not, and I'm sorry, I'm not like,
Hey,
100%.
nursing is a tough pursuit, man. You got a lot to learn. So
I do have a lot to learn,
So we're going to throw infinity time up on the clock, and these guys are going to battle it out until we decide a winner, and we're going to be right back after this.
What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball?
What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? I see the strana с очень сложными погодными условиями. Not only is the Spire small and lighter than the competitors,
The Spire is designed to take the toughest abuse the paintball puts out and keep feeding no matter how bad your paint or weather gets.
With a true 200 round capacity, it holds more paint as well.
not only is it easier to take apart, but more importantly, it's easier to put back together. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
All right, we are back. Looks like Kristen has a little bit more info for us, and she is in the Huskies pit. What's going on down there?
All right, I'm here with Greg, and going into overtime, what's your strategy off the break?
Well, they've been throwing a lot of lanes up snake side, so we're going to try and kill their guy going to the insert pre-snake. And they've been breaking back right every point. We want to try and... Good.
Okay, yesterday you guys fell short to them, so this is a big rematch for you.
Yeah, we lost by 1 point yesterday, and now it's our turn to win by 1 point. Let's roll our guns. We're going to let them shoot their paint in the gaps. We're not going to run through them. So that's the biggest thing. Make our primaries and don't die in the gaps.
Well, let's get this going, guys.
Tie-dye with some information there.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't know what breakout these guys are going to use. And normally in a sudden death overtime situation, it's it. You get one chance at this. Whoever wins this point wins the match and will advance to play for Florida Gulf Coast University Eagles. And so that being said, typically speaking in sudden death overtime, you see very conservative breakouts. Look for heavy guns on the break. Probably might stay in the pocket, stay in that center. When we say stay in the pocket, say stay in that center. And you see there's Liberty getting ready to go.
Huddling up.
And so, yeah, look for heavy guns off the break. But the snake side, again, so effective this weekend. You know what I'm liking to see, though? We're starting to see more teams this morning push down and more players push down that Dorito side of the field effectively. And I think, you know, that happens when teams play and watch the layout after a couple days or after a full day of play. They're starting to figure out, because that side is a little bit more complex than it looks at first glance.
I still think the snake is going to be the key to the game.
Oh,
I mean,
I agree, too.
You got to put bodies in there, man. Just filter them through, you know, get those side shots. Definitely going to be the key right here.
Who wants it more?
Yeah, who wants it more?
Who's going to play tight? Who's going to take the move when they see it? A lot of times in sudden death overtime, you have hesitation because you don't want to be that guy that gets shot and blows it for your team. And because of that, a lot of moves that should be made aren't. And you typically see really long, drawn-out points. So we had a sudden death overtime match yesterday and a 12-minute long point.
Yeah.
So sometimes guys just, bring out their entrenching tools, take a shovel out there, dig a gigantic hole, bring 18 pods out.
Set up a tent, some firewood, campfire. Who brought the s'mores?
Yeah, so we got the little smokies.
Little smokies.
So here we go. Liberty is on the bottom and Northeastern on the top. And at least from this layout right here, or from this lineup, can't really tell what their breakout's going to be. It looks like Liberty's going to send a streaker out wide towards the snake side.
Oh, yeah, get in there, Miller. Miller
No,
getting
and he
blazed.
drops and that. And so Miller takes the walk early. We haven't really seen that. And, and Liberty triples up the back center.
Wow,
Look at this, tripling up the back center and then trying to get out. Let's see if he can get out wide.
He did get out.
Well, he got out barely.
Yeah.
But that's just good. They do need pressure put on the snake side of the field.
Yeah, we got Bowman there, looking to try to make a move into the snake, pick up the slack that Miller got.
So Northeastern with the early advantage here as they also double up that back center. But now, they have 5 bodies alive. So Northeastern in the early driver's seat in the sudden death overtime point.
It looks like Northeastern has a better position too, because they got a guy in the Doritos getting that side shot on the temple guy. What's that guy doing right there? Oh, squeeging, all right. Oh, we got some action on the Husky side here, just trying to take up some real estate. Look for that Husky player to come into the snake as he's starting to make his move. I mean, get in there.
Well, it looks like Northeastern, by their body language, a little bit more aggressive in their bunkers. You can tell that they want to make moves. They're just looking for those angles. They're looking for that move to develop.
Yeah, look for Greg to make a bump here into the snake.
He wants to do it. Look how far he's off his bunker.
He definitely wants to go.
And then on the flip side, Liberty on your screen, still in the pocket.
Yeah.
Northeastern spread out wide. Look, they have Dorito 1. They have the insert bunker right behind the snake. You can tell he wants to go. Look, he's fighting, trying to get in there.
And he's in.
Yeah, able to get in clean. So driver's seat for Northeastern as they have position and then move all the way up to the center, trying to shut that snake side of the field down. There's really no one on this snake side of the field, though, so there he adjusts and goes right up to the center, and then you're still looking at, now we're looking at Liberty's line. Again, all in the pocket still, all in that center of the field.
Well, with the guy at the X, with their Husky at the X, it shuts down the Dorito completely to Liberty. There's no way anyone's going to get out there.
Look at the Huskies lineup right here. The Huskies, they have Snake 2. They also have the 50A, that center structure right at the 50-yard line of the field in the red zone, and he is trying to lock down that Dorito side. You can see him, he's gunfighting around that side of the field, trying to wrap around both of their guns towards that Dorito side, towards the center.
Yeah.
And look at this, Liberty doing everything they can.
Just stay skinny, think thin, think thin.
Yeah.
Suck it in, kid.
That's going to be tough, man. I don't know if he's going to be able to live in there because he can't fight right now. He cannot fight from that position. He's going to be up to the 3 players behind him to try to put somebody in, put one of those Northeastern players in. Look at this guy.
I hope he didn't eat breakfast right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, if I was in there, I would have been shot a long time ago. Oh man, it looks like the snake player trying to get that angle on that shot.
Well, Balasar.
Yeah.
So Balasar into the snake, trying to get those crossfield shots.
You think Balasar's going to make this move to snake 3 here?
I would like him to, but look, he's just zoned up cross field, and there's really not a lot of people for him to shoot at over there. But if he were to get up here into this 50-yard line snake, there he goes. Listen to his coach. Able to get up there.
Still doesn't have a shot. Oh, still doesn't have a shot on that stand-up.
Well, Northeastern is in much better field position, but can they do anything with it? Yeah, nice shot there for Northeastern. Finally taken out.
Not thin enough.
Yeah, he's finally takes out Noah Burns. So Noah Burns gets shot, but then he gets shot, and here comes the run through. But he gets torn to pieces.
Oh, Thompson. What do we got, a 2-on-2?
Yeah, so it's a 2-on-2. Northeastern playing much more aggressively than Liberty, but Liberty, their back line, able to absorb the moves that Northeastern was trying to make on them and get some quick kills to even it up. 2 bodies apiece right now. 3-3 is the score.
Sloppy, just throwing bodies at them sloppily.
Yep,
and look at this guy crawling into the snake here. Got Hooten.
Oh, is he picking up? I was like, is he picking
again?
up balls again? No, he still has 2 pods on his back.
We lost Thompson. It's a 2-on-1 now.
And in that spot, man, I'm going to have to call this for Northeastern. Yeah, because that is the worst spot to be in if you're trying to fight back. So Northeastern taking the victory.
Little get back.
So Northeastern will be advancing to play the Florida Gulf Coast University Eagles later this afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern time.
And I mean, it's a win, but at what cost playing the Florida Gulf Coast?
Well, we'll see. You know,
Yeah.
well, they're going to head on to play, and I'd have to heavily favor the Eagles in that matchup because the Eagles are one of the best teams here, and they earned that. That has nothing to do with what their roster is on paper. They were just dominating yesterday.
The Gypsy Assassin just making moves out
Yeah,
there.
Munoz looking solid for them. That whole team, they got that London Lewis kid.
Yeah, London Lewis is playing solid as well.
Well, that's the problem, is there's a lot of weapons for the Eagles, for Florida Gulf Coast. They have a ton of really aggressive guys on that team. They've been playing together for, you know, outside of the collegiate league for years, and they're a bunch of young guys, but they have that vibe of a team of some talented young guys that are real aggressive that have been playing together for a long time.
Well, they have the
So
supporting
that's
cast,
tough
is
to
what it
beat.
is. I mean, your stars are only as good as your supporting cast.
Absolutely. Yeah, well said. All right, well, looks like we have Kristen down in the Huskies pit. What's going on down there?
They're
Victors.
pumped up down here. Greg, you got those 2 big kills. Take us through those.
You know, the Huskies, we had a great coach on the sideline moving me up. He knew where everyone was shooting, even counting my pods in my pack. It was great. Move, stay low, pop up, shoot midnight, shoot God, shoot Goku. Take some kills, take some players at the field. Luckily, I got shot as I traded out with that last guy, but it helped. Broke open the field, the D side, crushed it, picked right up on it, went down, got the kills. We got the win.
And this is your first win out here. What'd you guys do different?
This time we didn't make stupid moves. We played real smart, stayed in our bunkers, stayed tight. We listened to the. We had our friends watching the live webcast yesterday, telling us we need to play a little tighter in the back end. So we took it to heart. We haven't been getting shot out of bunkers today, and it's paid off. So.
All right, well, good job.
Thanks.
Guys.
So congratulations to Northeastern Huskies as they will advance to take on Florida Gulf Coast University Eagles 3 o'clock this afternoon. But next up, we have the Florida Atlantic University Owls, and they're going to be taking on the West Point Black Knights. And we're going to be right back with more NCPA.